How would you like to win first prize at your local agricultural fair this fall for the best tomato in town? Well, you can grow one, just keep a few things in mind. Here's my recipe for growing fabulous tomatoes. Start with a good strong tomato plant, and not too big. Great big tomato plants do not establish themselves any faster than a tomato plant that's nice and small and robust and hasn't quite filled that pot full of roots. The second thing is make sure you're using good quality compost. I use this Pro Mix garden soil because it's full of mycorrhiza and beneficial bacteria compost, and it's a peat-based product. It's completely weed-free and it does the job very nicely. So let's start with that. We're going to take the compost, dump it in the garden where I want it. And keep in mind, tomatoes do need sunshine. They absolutely thrive in the hottest spot in your yard, even against a south-facing wall. That's just fine. But don't put them in the shade. They won't perform very well, and you're definitely not going to your local agricultural fair with that. Take the plant and put it in the soil nice and deep. And once you've got it in the soil, and this is nice loose soil obviously, you're going to push it in and firm the soil around the tomato plant. Create a well around it, and now you're going to water it. Now, later in the season, you're going to stake it. And when you stake your tomatoes, you double the crop. You actually double the productivity of the plant because you get the tomatoes off the ground and you encourage sun to filter through to the middle of the plant, lots of wind to pass through it, minimizing insect and disease problems and creating a much more robust plant. Every 2 weeks from about the middle of June on, I apply Bordeaux copper spray. Now the copper in this particular product, and this is an all-natural product, so organic gardeners are using it. Let me suggest that the copper in this product will prevent early and late blight, which occur in August, the early blight, and September, the late blight. I do this every 2 weeks from mid-June to the end of August, so it's about 4 or 5, maybe 6 applications. And then finally, the other thing you need to know about growing great tomatoes is to mulch them. Not at the time. Wait for it to mature and grow up to about this high, about 30 centimeters or a foot high, and then put lots of clean straw or finely ground up cedar bark mulch around your tomatoes. What this will do, insulate the soil to hold moisture, reducing the amount of water that you have to apply by about 70%, and it reduces your weeds by up to 90%. Your plant is happier, you're going to get better tomatoes, and you do a lot less work. And you just might win first prize at the local fair.